Good morning, everyone. This is KP the Mad Ocean. Welcome to the SNS Lounge with the Mad Ocean, your host. That's right. Actually, my real name is Kemped Panyasai. You can call me KP. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's Monday morning. What is happening out there in the world, guys? This is a great morning. It's about 10:23 a.m. in the morning right here in the Central Valley. I hope you guys started your day in a positive way. I know most kids, almost parents do not have school today, especially in the Central Fresno Unified area. Feels like there's no kids. Even the Clovis Valley district or something, there's no school. So hope everyone's continue on doing what you need to do. What a great weekend it has been. What a great crazy weekend it has been, because right now, if you guys go look outside in Fresno, if you have asthmatic, guys, be very, very careful. You know, there's a big fire that's going on right now in California. And of course, Fresno, Central Valley get the blunt of the stuff, because we saw it all the weekend. We saw all in the sky. It was very dark, very gray, very brownish kind of weather-like, because of the fire that's happening in Northern California, and Northern California, but also Southern California as well too. So there's a lot of great things happening so far. Sorry guys, I'm still stuffed up, as you can tell. I'm telling you, 95%, 98%, it's still there. I've got all this gunk. It's been 2.5 weeks so far. My brain, my work, whatever it is still trying to function, trying to get back to you guys as best as I can. I appreciate you guys tuning in again, guys. Good morning for those who are tuning in. Welcome to the SNS Lounge called the Mad Ocean, keeping everything sexy and spicy. I'm trying to come with you guys every morning as much as I can, and every evening to recap everything. But Friday night, of course, you got to listen to that dirty talk with the Mad Ocean. Thank you guys. I'm actually going on different platform as well too. So we got Periscope. Make sure we also got Mad Talk TV show. Not only that, we got our own right here at my own personal webpage. Facebook page. Also, it's going to be on YouTube as well too. So get a chance, guys. So go subscribe to Mad Talk TV show on Facebook and YouTube as well. We also got Periscope. We've got other platform that's going on. It's been crazy, but I appreciate everybody's tuning in. I love you guys. A lot of great things happening over the weekend. I had a restful time trying to cover everything that I can. I know it's been very, like I said, the weather has just been a pain in the ass. I'm trying to get, as well and functional as much as I can. It sucks when you're sick, guys. It's kind of lethargic. You kind of move slowly. You're trying to do the best you can, but eventually you kind of move forward. A lot of craziness that's been happening so far. Over the weekend, I got a chance to go see, like Sunday afternoon, I was like, hey, I was getting bored. I kind of got the fever back again somehow, which is like real cold, real hot, real cold. I don't know. So you got to take care of yourself. I got to go chance to see Gemini Man, Ang Lee's film at the Maya Theater with Will Smith. I think it was a pretty good movie. I'm not going to spoil anything. I've saw The Joker as well too. So it's been 2 weekends of cheap date with me trying to go check out the movie, see what everyone is talking about and supporting. Yes, there's Halloween is coming up. The horror film is coming up this whole week. Again, Halloween is about in a couple of days right now. I know a lot of folks will be dressing up, freaky deek and all that stuff. What a good excuse for adults, women to dress like nurses and whatever you fantasize, whatever you wish to be. But for us, I'm dressing as a crazy Asian, so that's a pretty scare as is already. I don't need to add more to the Halloween, such as Freddy Krueger and everybody else. I am that scary, but I love it. I admit it. Hope everyone's having. If you guys got any question to ask me regarding the arts and entertainment business, I'm going to talk a little bit about the arts and entertainment this morning, and hopefully that can continue on moving forward. I appreciate you guys for you always continuously supporting what I do. Remember, tonight there's an actors workshop for KP1 Studio, acting studio. There is going to be an actors workshop tonight, approximately 6:30. We start class until about 8:30. Join us right here, guys, right here by Fresno State. We have an ongoing acting class. Continue on doing. I've been sick for a couple of weeks or so. Held class off a little bit because of the sickness. Just want to spread that around, and plus, I've just been trying to catch up. It is a pain in the ass when you're sick and you're trying to get back. It's tough, but eventually we get back. But I do appreciate you guys tuning in. If you've got any question, please let me know. Congratulations to all my friends and foe that have been doing the work. I'm going to do an interview, another person, hopefully this week, with Bruce Perry. now, who is an agent, not an agent, but a manager, a talent manager. He's currently in Atlanta, Georgia right now. He has signed up for some new client to be part of his team, this 2 a.m. management and entertainment team. I'm very glad to be part of that team. I am part of his client. I am his, Bruce is my manager. We're going to be talking about the industry itself, what it's like to be in industry, what requires, what are they looking for. So all this thing that's happening, what I appreciate, of course, I'm going to be talking about other thing as well too. So, and not only that, I'm going to be talking to a producer, a guy that I've known for many years, an associate of mine. I've worked with him, very talented, started as an actor, became, a director, not only the director, a producer with tons of the top-notch music video folks in industry such as Chris Brown, Tiger, and all these guys, CeeLo Green. I'm going to be having the interview. I'm trying to set that up with him. I will tell you soon what he's going to about. His name is Kevin Boston. He's out of Boston, basically. His name is Kevin. Of course, Kevin Boston, pretty easy, right? I'm going to be talking about the arts and entertainment, what it took him, his inspiration. This is not only just about art entertainment, but we talk about normal life and what we do and what we love doing as part of the industry. I know Pitt and Over just finished the Boston Asian Film Festival. Now they're going to Philly, so congratulations on you guys. I'm always and thankful and excited to see our Lao community folks are doing the arts and entertainment business. I know there's a whole group. There's a big group in Los Angeles. It's called Los Angeles. A bunch of actors, models, those who are in the industry are just being part of things. Like, it took us for X amount of years to be part of the community. Now we're part of the entertainment business, and we're still striving forward. I'm excited for what they're doing, and I'm even though I'm here in the Central Valley, it's only a 3.5 hour drive to Los Angeles, guys. That's what it's going to be. Big shout out to the Asian World Film Festival, which is going to be happening pretty soon in November, guys. As it get closer, I'm going to talk about it. I am going to post that information for you guys to let you guys know about the Asian World Film Festival. This is great, guys. A great film festival. I have been to several times. Out in Culver City, guys. It's going to be at Culver City, the Arc-like theater right in Culver City. Great things, great folk, great celebrities, great films from all around the world, from Kazakhstan to Iraq, from Iran to Cambodia, to all the other films converging to one local place. George Shishum is the guy who's directing it. Great. It's been a great event so far. Congratulations. Continue on. I got to give that shout out to that organizations as they are moving forward. What is happening so far with me in terms of the film that I've been doing? I have been doing several films this couple years, and I know that I've been doing some re-editing, some fixing stuff. We just did Night Cool, which for the 168 Film Festival, that was done. I had to come back and re-edit because there were certain things that need to be done. I didn't want to rush, because Night Cool means teacher is Liana Manabong wrote it, and she co-directed with me, and of course I was performing it with Ova and some great casts here in the Central Valley. And of course, the first film that Bobby and I did with Mad Production Entertainment is called Soul Friction, which is we've been held back. There was a couple issues with it, re-editing. It's everything about, when you do certain things, you go back, you're not happy with it, you're going to fix it. It's all about this evolving thing. If you guys understand, arts entertainment is always evolving, growing. You go back, you fix it, you move forward, you develop all these things, this content, this projects that's happening. So I'm excited about those things. So those are the things that's happening so far. Of course, Impossible has been out for a while. You can check out Impossible on Mad Talk TV show, guys. There's a short films that we did. It's out there to share with you guys. Alana Gerard, who's just an amazing actress who I've grown for years to know her talent and to see her growth from where she started and where she is now today. Of course, I manage her. She's doing some great things. Her film, Evil Down the Street, has been streaming, been successful. She was a guest on the Supermax Nation on Friday that was there, so you get a chance, go check that out. She's a talented young woman who is just growing, and then we've got other films that's been produced for her, other audition that's been coming up, so I'm excited about it. I know Lance Manamong is going to be in Asia doing a competition and event that he's going to be in Japan. Actually, he's going to be in Japan for like almost 2-3 weeks, competing in the talent modeling, representing, of course, of his Filipino heritage. And so congratulations to that. I know I'm supposed to hang out with him this week, kind of discuss certain things and see where that go. So that's what's going on. Hey, I've been helping other people doing film, working here at Mad Production Entertainment right here in the Central Valley, Fresno, California. We've got other great podcast shows right here at the studio, which we stream through on Facebook and YouTube and other platform on Mad Talk TV shows, guys. Get a chance to check that out. I'm the guy that behind the pretty much behind the scene doing the producing and the directing and all the above, right? So I will get a chance. Again, congratulations to Art Camacho as well, too. There's a couple articles about him, guys. He is a stuntman, an actor, a martial artist, just a great guy, a mentor who's just been very successful at what is. Congratulations. Continue your work. Those are the things that's happening so far. So I want to share that with you guys in the arts entertainment business that there. And also I want to say, if you guys got a chance, go check out the Gallo too. I'm not getting endorsed by them. I'm not getting paid by them or any mean or stuff, but I just want to support these guys. This is to Travis and Chris Loafing, who owns Tremendous Film Picture right here in the Central Valley. Gallo number 2 is distributing through Lion Gates to, Bloomhouse and all these things. The first film were very successful. So they opened last week. They had a great red carpet event right here at the Maya Theater right here in the Central Valley. So if you guys get a chance, go check that out. I always want to support folks. There was an event last night event down at the Tower District. I think there was a bunch of Hmong filmmakers that were showing, and I saw Chirp Peck Lee. He was sharing that with folks. So I just want to share. That's what it's all about, sharing the arts, entertainment. And people say, are you competing against other people? I don't think about competition in that sense. I think competition, but not against other people. The greatest competition I can think about is against myself, because that's the only thing that I can rely on, and I challenge myself all the time. So congratulations. And also in the music world, Gina Lene has her CD, new album coming out, guys. Go check on her face, Gina Lene, on Facebook, and also GinaLene.com. She's got a new music. She's a pianist, accompanist, a composer. Great music. I have used her scores on tons of my short films because she's just an amazing. I love her music. She has scored some of the projects I've been doing from Impossible. Great accompanist. She's working with Will Ecker. I can't even say it. These guys are great Grammy award-winning musicians that have been playing for years. So congratulations, Gina. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to signing it as well, too. So I'm excited about those things. A lot of things happening so far. And, of course, Miss Alondra Martinez, I've got to give a shout-out to her as well, too, as her career is rising. If you get a chance, go check her music video on YouTube, Alondra Martinez 559 as well, too. So I've also got to give a shout-out to another amazing artist, Sienna Pelakai, who is actually originally from Hawaii, grew up in my hometown, is residing in Los Angeles, continuing on her career as a singer, not just a singer, but also a performer and actress. Great stuff. I've known her family for many years. Her sister was my first student client out in Hawaii and booked a national commercial. And Sienna has followed amazing stuff. Been on American Talent, the Voice, not Voice, but American Got Talent. And other platform, she's just an amazing talent, Miss Hawaii, Teen Hawaii, Miss Teen USA. So she's completely an amazing young woman. I've coached her a couple of times on auditions, on projects. That has been a series, another show as well too. So congratulations, Sienna, for what you're doing. I know I've been following you. I've been following your mom, and when everything needs to be done, I know your mom always contact me. So those things that's happening, great things happening so far. So what is happening to you guys in the world out there, guys? What is happening out of today in where you are at? So hopefully you guys let me know what your thoughts are. Some of you guys have said, man, this is interesting, KP. I didn't know you do this kind of show, do podcast shows, and you've been involved in this industry. Yes, I have been involved in this industry, I would say, a very long time, about 20 plus years. I still act. I'm still an actor. I have an agent. I have a manager, but I also do other things as well too. So as you can know, this currently right now in the social media world, there is a commercial campaign to the California's social service. CalFresh, the commercial that has been going on is a 15-second and a minute commercials that has been airing out right now currently. Yes, I was the talent behind that. I'm the actor behind that. So got a chance to go down to San Diego, do that commercial. It's been funny. It's been funny getting messages from folks saying, is that you, KP? Besides getting noticed doing the casino commercials and all those things. But I appreciate you guys. But everything else is really, really cool. I want to give shout out to, I know there was been a news currently in the Hmong community. there's an artist that has passed away, not passed away, but it was a tragic. It was interesting. Somebody came to the house and shot this person, shot this stuff. It's just crazy story. I don't know the complete story behind it, but I think it was effective for some folks that know who this young man is. He's not a young man. He's about my age, in the late 40s, between 43 and 46, 47 years old. He was basically killed in an event. So tragically that happened. Our world is full of tragic, but we want to find things that are happy, that are thoughtful. You know, guys, when you come to my show with the Sexy and Spicy Lounge, I don't have a particular topic I want to talk about. It's just the fact that it comes off the cuff, what I express, what's in my heart, what my thoughts are, and I want to share them with you guys. I know it's like, come on, KP, get your act together. But I do. I feel like it's having a conversation with you guys and expressing it. I'm going to be doing this kind of format a little bit more because before it was just audio. Yes, you get to see my crazy face as well too. So, but I appreciate you guys. I started a little late today. I was home. I was doing things. I was going to coffee shop, just planning out what is happening today with the acting workshop happening, with the meetings I'm supposed to have this week with some potential clients about producing a project. Right now, I can't talk and reveal you guys so much about it because it is called in development. But I encourage you guys, whatever you guys are doing, always continue on doing and moving things forward. Always. Again, guys, make sure you tune in every day on the podcast show on Mad Talk TV shows. We got Supermax Nations. We got the Fighter's Voice, Kick-Ass Podcast. We've got the hip hop scene and other great platform that is being produced. Of course, if you do politics, there's a couple politics shows, arts, entertainment, and sports, and all things around. We're also going to bring other folks as well too. We want to bring very diverse languages. We've got the Hmong community, we got the Punjabi Sikh community. We want to bring the Lao community and other languages as well too. We call it we mush with the English, with a native tongue, with the English, because we want to reach out to you guys. If you have any questions, or if you are a business that is looking for some content development in terms of social medias for your business or event that's going on, please let me know. Or you want to get your content out and air on televisions on a platform, we do have contacts that we can get you guys air on there as well too. So like I said, I do other things as well too, just besides being crazy. That's normal for me, but I do help folks produce certain content. And thank you for reaching out to me, and thank you for those who have been referring me to those associates who you have been working with. I love it when people refer me, and I love working with people that are there. I'm getting back, guy. Like I said, being sick, being all these things really sucks because it slows me down on the things that I'm doing, but I'm catching up. A lot of things, a lot of folks have been calling me or messaging me about certain gigs they've done. Guys, be patient about it. A lot of folks are new in this business, so we're going to be talking about the business real soon. We're going to talk about what it is to get into business, what it requires. A lot of folks have been asking me, hey, KP, I got a daughter, I got a niece, I got somebody that's interested in getting back to acting or want to be in the acting, want to get into films, how do I get involved in this? Let's talk about the basic and fundamental. All these things. So hopefully I can help you guys a little bit. I'm an information. I want to share that with you guys. I know the other folks have been in it, but this is my personal experience being in this business for 20-something odd years and having ups and downs and continue on doing what I love doing and still living here in the Central Valley, Fresno, California, Clovis area right here. So when everybody asks me, hey, KP, how do I get started? I got a beautiful daughter. I got a beautiful son. I have a beautiful niece. Hey, I'm retired. I want to get in this business. Hey, you know what? I've always felt, I want to be in this business. I had to put it on a hold because I got families now. I became a mother, became a dad. I have a job responsibility. I've got all these questions. This is just a normal question, guys. These are normal questions that I encountered through all these years. And having conversation with people about getting into the business because they go, I don't live in Los Angeles. I don't live in other city. How do I get involved when I'm just in a small town? You can absolutely get involved no matter where you live, guys. There are projects within your own community. It's where you start. The greatest thing is that you're willing and wanting to get involved in this industry. It is a business, and there are certain tools that you need, that requires to get you going. If you're just starting out and you don't know nothing about the business, just ask. Sometimes look into your hometown. What are people currently doing? Look at what the filmmakers are. If there's student project or there's local community theater you can get involved in or performance group, get involved with them so get to build that relationship. It is important for you to get built relationship with these guys to understand that you are interested, and then through that, one step leads to another and another. So all these things are part of a step. Of course, having some information such as headshots, resume, and building that so you can get your stuff out there and demo reels, etc., and so forth. That's part of the business. It's just like if you do any business. Remember, guys, when you get in this business, you become an independent contractor. What do you mean independent contractor, KP? Well, what it means is you are creating your brand. If it's Joe, John, Jack, whatever it may be, Lisa, whatever name who you are, and you want to get in this business, if they don't know you, how would they find out? You've got to get yourself out there. Not being an ass, there's a difference. Not trying to be an ass and trying to get, but you have to do the proper way and doing your work. It's about doing the work and getting some great training, getting understand what the business is about, immersing yourself in the topic of this industry. Rather than acting, learn about your headshots, where to get it done, how to get it done, who do you trust. I had a conversation with Atlanta a while back ago, and we talk about women. Women are being taken advantage by a lot of creepers out there. I just treated old, dirty creeper guys or guys that have nothing at all, because now they put themselves as a title as a producer, director, and they're throwing names like there's no tomorrow. What is your clear objective? And as as a friend and as people that are going in this business, especially women and children are getting this business, you have to learn how to protect yourself. There are creepers. There are people that are going to take advantage of you. I'm saying straight for there's some great people and real, genuine people in the industry. Yes, but there are dicks and assholes out there and predators that you have to be very, very careful. You can't just trust anybody and everybody. You've got to build that relationship, understand before you do business with anybody. Those are things that I advise a lot of young parents, a lot of folks, or young women. We had talk about women, like I'm pretty, and they say all this stuff because they're seeking attention, whatever it be. And guys are coming in, I can get you this, I can connect you with this, blah, 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 blah. But all these traps, all these things that you have to be aware of. You have to uneducate yourself a little bit. If you are going to say, hey, I want to meet you. Hey, I want you to come to my studio. I want you to come to my house. If the first time, bring somebody. Take somebody with you, a friend, somebody that you trust that's going to be there. Do not go alone. We don't want to end up, we call the Weinstein situation scenarios. Everybody heard about Weinstein and what he did for the young actors coming, using his power to intimidate, to get what he wants. And then, again, it's just absolutely crazy. You have to be very careful of what you do and you deal with. And and these guys that have been in this industry, they know they know how to prey on vulnerability and these women and not just women, just people in general. And they offer you tons of things. And when they themselves have not done the work, they try to live. These are called front and fakers. And when you call them out on it, they'll start bring other people that they built and stuff, and then slander you and all these things, say all kinds of things, derogatory or false lie on social medias, personally, or the event, rumor, things like that. If you really want to know that person personally or find out, get to know them, talk to them, ask questions. That's why I'll be straight out with you. A lot of folks have a miscommunication or misunderstanding what I do, especially at events. They don't know what I do. Guys, I'm right here. Come have a conversation, have a cup of coffee, and I can explain to you what I do. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you do that. Yeah, because there's an assumption, especially for those who have been just starting this business. And of course, there are folks that are they only been in this business X amount of year, and they think their shit smells the best in the world. And when the reality is it's still not the best in the world, because you're competing. You've got a lot of other folks that have been in this business a lot longer, and you can't fake the funk against these guys. They're straightforward. They don't really give a shit what you think at times, because they know it was true, because they've dealt with people and they're honest about what they're doing. It's not personal. It's just professional. If you're a dick, nobody wants to work with a dick. If you got on set, guys, if you have been on set and somebody's trying to throw your name like the bigger than they are and they're an asshole, nobody wants to work with assholes on set. We want a set. I just not speak in general. Some people like me, I want a set to be very professional, very well-oiled machine. Everybody comes in, respect each other, and we do our things and we move forward. Don't take it personally. But a lot of people can't handle that stuff because they want to be coddled. They want all these things. And this business is not about that. This business, but I got to get things done in a certain time because it costs money. Even though there's not a lot of big budget, it's like, oh my gosh, I have X amount of time to shoot. How come this person is not ready? How come when this person said they're going to do the project, they promised to do the project, and it don't show up? up, or they're like an hour, 2 hours behind schedule. You've heard these things, and I think the folks in the industry understand it. When you have that kind of pattern, you're done. It's like, nope, no more, no mas. Do I get a second chance? Not really. No, sorry. It's done. You've got to take a while before I gain that trust again. So, I'm not trying to be mean. That's a safer side of the industry. That's a safer side of this. What people say. Like I said, I'm going to be talking to a lot of folks in this industry. That are in this industry. They're going to talk about what their expectations are. Everybody works on a different umbrella. Everybody works on a different patterns or pace. But we have a clear objective where we're going. So all these things. Good morning, Wayne. What's happening? What's going on, sir? How can I help you? If you guys got any questions regarding the arts and entertainment business, please let me know. Ask questions. I want to help you guys. I don't just come here just to hear my voice. I want to hear what your thoughts are that I can share with you. Haven't been in this industry for a while. I think somehow I do have some knowledge of what it takes to get where I'm at today. I am not like trying to be like the superstar. I'm just an average Joe Schmo that actually does and love what he does and work what he does and continue on doing the things hey, Ronnie said, how can I get me video on your show? Send me the stuff. What do you want? What are you sending? What exactly that you have that I want to check out? Because which show are you talking about? I got multiple shows here that varies from different show to show. We do kind of check out. We'll see what's going on and see what if it fits. I have a host that are involved in this business as well too. Okay, when you said I am an actor, writer, martial artist, well, that's great. I think we know a lot of folks in this industry that are martial artist stuff. What is it exactly? Are you asking that you want to know, Wayne, so that I can particularly help you how to guide you, get you, get where you're at these days in the business that you want to achieve. I know a lot of people say like I'm a martial artist. I've been X amount of years. I know what they're doing. There's a very different. Yes, we do that martial arts stuff. When we start doing the film, it's about storytelling to movement. It's like, hey man, that's not the real. It's hey, we're telling story according to pieces and pieces. I just saw a great martial art film. Everybody know the Ip Man series. I saw Master Z the other day on Netflix. It was cool. It was really great choreography, but you can tell there's wire work. Hong Kong and the film overseas and the Asian company, they're well known for their wire work. That's why they're in the Matrix. They brought Wu Ping in to do the Matrix stuff because of the wire work. And these guys have been doing it for years and years and years and years. So those are things I always thought about. Yes, it's great to be an act. Hey, just because of martial art, take acting classes sometimes, those things that it's important, to learn. The more skills you have in your arsenal, the more capability, the more prep and ready you are. A lot of folks say, I know how to do stunts. I know how to do things well. Yeah, great, awesome. You can kick and punch, but can you know how to be safe? You know the distance, do it again. These fight stunt choreographers, they are martial artists, but they also learn about camera angles. They understand about what it looks good on camera, how to sell certain things. And still, anything you do in movement is still about acting, how to sell it, selling and receiving, giving and receiving. All these things is part of the business. A lot of people don't understand how much and physical and mentally it takes to prepare yourself every time you are in this role and to have fun, of course. To have fun. Some folks have been doing this business for many, many years. I salute them, and they still are working in the industry, guys. That's a different. They're consistently working in industry. There's a lot of folks. There's a lot of guys in the martial art world. Martial art artists are doing films that are martial arts because it's coming back good and bad. I don't say it's like everybody's on the same equal playing level. No, definitely, absolutely not. Just like you look at Art Camacho's, he's doing some amazing thing. He's direct. He fights stunt choreography because he started doing the business and learning from the fundamental and moving up. Also Robert Samuel, who has been an amazing. Worked for many years in Hong Kong, worked with Samuel Hong and all those guys and have built relationship with those guys. Now he's back in Philadelphia. He's doing his own film and working and training and developing young artists and other people that respect what he does. And so all these things is part of the process, is part of the development. So that's the things that we have. We evolve. We evolve from one thing to another. Everybody says, I'm this talented. I should be in your film. You don't. No, you don't necessarily be in the film. It's up to them. Remember, this is not personal. This is professional. If they want to use you, great. If not, move on, moving forward. Those are things that we talk about and craziness. So I would like to get my script to you, be able to connect with you. Like, you know, it's good. I like to see your script. What is it about? You know, when I read the script, you know, I read about 4 or 5 pages. If it doesn't get to me, that's one of the rules that I've talked about. If it doesn't, what does it mean? What is it? It's not just about kicking and jumping. All this. Is there a story behind it? So yeah. Well, you know how to contact me. My email, just send it through. You can send it through Facebook messages or kphagnasay@gmail. I do get tons of script and sent to me. I read it. I look at it, I assess it, where to go from there. You know, it's like, okay, and then go from the breakdown, see how much it costs, get a line producer to look at it. What do you want to do with these things? How do you want to proceed with it? Are you directing it? Are you having somebody direct it? All these tons of questions as a producer, as a team of development guys who get together, and we talk about these questions, you know. Who are the demographic? There's a whole business mathematical things that happens in this process. You know, just not getting a script to someone and expect, wow, you're going to produce my script. You know how many script people get sent to them all the time? Tons of script, but that's going to get their attention. Story driven. Let me give it the keyword is story driven. That is going to be very interesting about these process, because a lot of folks are writing, they're trying to do all CGIs, all these stuff. It's great. There's nothing wrong with it. In my head, how much is going to cost to get that made? How much is it going to cost to get these effect made? Because it's not free. I'm telling you guys, it's time. Time is money, and money is time. This is show business. Be as creative as you can. Be as crazy and creative as you can. Yes, that's awesome. But in the business aspect of it, you got to think, okay, how much is it going to cost? How long is it going to take? What's the demographic? Has other films? What is this film like? What is comparative? Or is it like the other film? Everybody says, no, it's not like the other film. It's all news, all fresh. I've heard that phrase before, because everything is new. It's great. I've heard that phrase before. Are you doing it for art's sake, or are you doing it for business, trying to make that investment back? So all these things that you got to think about before a production company or anybody take on a project. They want to make sure they got the checklist here, dot the T, and all these things, and they want to make sure that it's a right project. And before you approach certain people, you know, it's like I said, it is a business, and not to make it like, you know, sound like it sucks or anything. It's just the fact that, you know, we take process. And so yeah, by all means, send that information to me. I would love to read it. I see what it is, and you know, when sometimes you send these things out, send out an NDA as well too. So that's part of the process. You know, you have to do that because intellectual property, all these things, so you have to understand that process. So it's good, it's great. I'm currently working on I think 2 or 3 scripts right now with a person that has an idea, or you know, they want to write the script, or they have a story but they don't have they're not a great writer. I just tell them to write whatever they can, and if we need to get a screenwriter on board, then we get a screenwriter on board. It will cost, because that takes a lot of time. People think, well, just right. No, it takes time. It's their time taking their day. That's what they're good at, what they're doing. And as a producing team or a producer and stuff, and it takes a lot of time to do that, to put a package together. You know, all these things. If it's their own project, you know, it's their own investment to where they're at. So, well, it's interesting. Jade Blade is a sci-fi martial art film. It's already sci-fi. So it's a futuristic kind of concept. Already I seen, you know, how it's going to be done. So, and again, you know, you got to think what the genre and will it sell, and all these questions, and who do you have in mind as a star, or do you have a star in mind, or a talent in mind that you want to put it together? And you got to think about, you know, when you start this process is reading it through several times before we get a team together, assembling a team. This is called the pre-production process of it, you know, the development ideas before we actually get a team, or talk about shooting dates, or talking about when a production starts. We haven't even started the initial. If you got the script written already, great, registered, copyrighted, whatever you need to get it done. Send out NDA, send it to me. Let me read it. Let me look at it. Let me talk about some team about it, see if it's doable. I mean, other people that they're going to promise you tons of things doable, but they have a connection. A lot of people just doing it because, well, you know, I'm going to get your money, and who cares if it's great or not? It sucks. It sucked. But hey, for me, it's important to me because there's a name attached to it. There's a name that says Kimpet Panyasai or KP or Wayne. It's important. I don't want it to suck. I don't want to be associated with a sucky project. I want to make sure that it's done right. In order to be done right, you have to kind of initially bring the right people on board. You know, it's not wasting the money. and building relationship, folks. That's why folks in this industry, they've built relationship and they know these people. It's not what they know, it's who they know, because they trust them to mentorships, to things through the years they work with, and they know how to get things done. And it's a process. I don't know everything. I'm just letting you guys know I don't know everything, but I do have associates who have been in this industry for many years that I can trust, that know and knowledgeable, and asking questions is nothing wrong with asking questions. But at least I have some answers, or a part of an answer that I myself have to investigate more about the industry itself. So yes, am I confident in what I'm doing? Absolutely. If I wasn't confident, why the hell am I should be doing this business for? I'm not doing this just to shits and giggles. No, that's not about shits and giggles. It's a business. It's a business process of learning how to time and spending and reading and researching and working with people and just listening, able to listen to people and then applying it. Like any great leader, any project, you've got to be able to listen to people, listen to their criticism and their praises and all the above. You don't take it personally because you want to growth. Growth is about listening, and that's important, especially in this business, especially in the art entertainment business. I don't know everything, but I'm not stupid, so that's things I would talk about. So yes, definitely for sure. If you have a project, please send that information. Yes, there is a lot of variable. Yeah, definitely sure I would do that. Give you a buzz. Definitely sure have a conversation. We can talk about it and see what the next step is going to be. Have you ever written a script before? Have you done a film before? Have you produced something before? Have you gotten any of your short films or feature films done before? So all these questions. And are you going to direct it, or are you just going to be a screenwriter, or just going to get your work out there? So all these things that are part of the process. I think there's other people will say different as well too, but we all know it starts with a concept, a process, and it takes timing. It doesn't happen overnight. And a lot of people still promise tons of things for you because they can say, then you like, oh my gosh, I got to raise this money. I don't have the money. They can promise to get distribution, join. They got a name attachment. There's nothing happens, guys. Nothing happens until you sign that paper. Until everything is agree and understandable and much respect and understand. If you don't work well, we walk away very professionally. There's no hard feeling and move forward and right or bad. Hollywood's an industry. Some people like, I want this person, didn't work out. They bring another person, coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's done. And so we move forward. We have to have that mentality. Otherwise, if we take everything so personally, I think we don't survive, especially actors in this business. Actors are some of the most insecure people in the world. I'm just being straightforward. They are some of the most insecure people in the world. They're always looking for approval. They're always trying to, see if they're better than anybody, things like that. They have insecurity about themselves, their looks, etc., and so forth. That's what it is. But actors that understand who they are say, you know what, this is part of the process. And when the time happens, it happens. That's why sometimes we say you have to create the content rather than wait for it to happen for you. Right or wrong, whatever people will say, at least you did it. And they can criticize, critique everything as you want, and you tell them, have you finished it? Have you done it? I did it. I had a concept. I put it together. I moved forward with it, and I actually finished it. I learned from it. I'm moving on with it. At least you've done it. And say when people they start criticizing things and stuff, and most of the time they haven't done anything. So they're the Monday. We call it the Monday quarterback, right? These guys are a lot of them. They can talk about, like the other day, like 2 weeks ago, I went to see the Joker on a Sunday. One of my cheap dates Sunday. I went to see this late night, about 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. It was a late night show, and you got 3-4 doofuses are having a conversation in the middle of the show, analyze the freaking thing. There's Ebert, and talking about critiquing. It's like, guys, come on, guys. I'm here to enjoy the film, just as an audience. What the hell are you talking about? If you can do that, just go afterward. And even after the film, they were talking about this and this and that. Guys, go in home, get a hand lotions, and enjoy yourself, please. I don't need that. I'm not here to listen to what is. I will make my determinations. Don't commentate on something I'm trying to watch in the middle of a freaking show. That's what irritates the hell out of me so far right now. When people are saying things they don't know shit about, and again, hey, to each his own, right? That's why we have an opinion. Like I said, in this business, they're gonna be people that love your business, they're gonna love your film, love your script, and people are like, oh my gosh, this is the worst film I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, that's the worst acting I've ever seen. Yeah, they're going to say that. But as a creative, as an artist, as anybody in the acting business, we learn, you know what, it's done and move forward. I even I was watching the commercials that have been posting the week. I'm listening. I'm watching tons of listen to. I was reading some commentaries, like, you know, it's like really, it's not that. It's just, hey, I was just bought in. That is what they wanted. That's what the director and producer wanted on the content. I just did it. I delivered. They were happy with it. I moved forward. I am a pawn. I'm sorry. It's a pawn. I'm an actor. I'm a pawn on the set. They sacrifice me. They tell me to do what to do. I do what they tell me to do exactly. And listening. That's what the greatest thing about. Yeah, of course. You have the only limitation is this. Definitely sure for us, you know. Well, we have to be realistic to as well too. We're very competitive. I'm very competitive. I'm very harsh on myself. But at the same time, we have to have the reality. A lot of times, oh my gosh, I'm overdoing this. Or a lot of folks that I know, a lot of young directors or actors, they say, hey man, I've got this great film, this great concept. I want to direct it. It's going to cost me $3-4 million. I want this person, this person, this person, this person. And when they have not done anything. And I'm looking at them, it's like, you know, hey, I am so glad that you got such an energetic energy and you wanted to do this business. And I'm so, but you're going to, how are you going to raise that money? How are you going to get that financial money? How are you going to, how are you going to get this? Well, I know you may know, but it's not guaranteed. Yeah, it's great. You can throw names. They can throw names at you, but it's not written down. There's nothing happening. When it's not happening, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and just let it happen. Let the process happen itself. Keep quiet. Do it silently until it happens. Until it happens, and then you let a lot of folks love to open their mouth. We have more people doing this than anything else in this industry all the time. I've got this great film. I've got, this actor son. It's a great big film. There's a star name attached to it, but we can't pay you. There's a straight star, like all these things that. I'm probably not the only one that's saying, but I think if you've been in this business enough to understand, I think we've heard majority of the pick A, B, C, or D. We've pretty much heard of it already. So like teachers, like excuse or coach, they've been to scenarios like anybody's industry. When you start dealing with people that actually know the industry, guys, you can't bullshit them. Be honest with you, cannot bullshit these guys. The honest, the truth. They'll be very civil. They'll be very nice, but they ain't gonna do business with you. Because they've got their own thing to do. They got their own project to do. They got their own deal to do. It's nice that they actually give their time because if they're interested, they will give you time to listen to your whatever project you are doing because they're interested. Are they going to put their name on the seals and endorse it? That's up to them. As a lot of folks right now getting butthurt because, well, I've got this project. How come you don't share this and so blah, blah, blah. To each his own. Like I said, if you have an idea or process or development stuff, please, it's a good start. That's a great start to have. It's a script complete. Is all these things ready to go, rock and roll? When you bring in and you give your script to somebody who as a line producer, that breaks down and creating a budget, all these things, especially as an independent filmmaker, it's we don't have the team and millions of dollars to on our disposal. We have to be work and we have to be very precise and we have to be very careful who we involve because it's time consuming. And a lot of the time it's coming out of our own pocket. A lot of the finances come in our own pocket and like we're wasting a lot of pocket. We got to make that money back. And we ask for certain investor, we're not just going to ask them to come on without gaining something back because it's, we overpromise to them and we lose that trust. So we have to be very careful who we deal with. So I hope that helps people understand. This is more detail. It is something that I really want to talk over the line over the radio or on the air. It's more of a private, more business-like, more savvy. It's an initial we start, but we get into detail. That's when we see face to face, have a conversation, and go from that perspective. A lot of folks, they share everything online. There's nothing wrong. It's good. They say it's marketing. It's marketing. Yeah, there's a right time, a right place for marketing, and there's a bad time. Like certain things that's why there's non-disclosure. There's why certain project people have a hush hush on it. You can't talk about it. Why you major studio when you go on set, you cannot have a cell phone because they want to keep hush hush on it because they want to be in marketing. They're the one that controls everything. They're the one that get it out there. Some movies takes years and years to get it done. It doesn't happen overnight. They've done it. They wait maybe 2-3 years later. It gets picked up and then it gets distributed. There's a whole I got to get to learn more about this distribution stuff. I know there's the American film market is coming up pretty soon, happening in Santa Monica. It's happening actually in November time. So what a great time. If you are in the industry, you want to learn about this stuff, it's always good to go to these events to learn about them, to see what is currently, if you are in this business and if you really want to know, see what's out there, what's the current film, what is hot film, what's the market like, be an avid reader, find out what is going on there. You might not know everything, but you're not stupid. That's one thing that I always say. You know what? I may not know everything, guys, about the industry, but at least I'm not stupid. At least I will find out because we have a technology we can actually find. Just ask Google or Siri, whatever. Just find the information. Not every information out there is true. You've got to read several sources just to make sure it's there. And those are things that, plus if you have people from the inside industry, you can always ask them, see what's going on, see what's current, who's making money, who's losing money, what kind of project is there. Everybody's going to throw you tons of project and money all the time. Trust me, and I see that. I see that happening. And even with people writing scripts, and then, if you haven't never written a script before, it's like, hey, great. You got a great story, but then, you're like writing a blueprint. You're like building a house. If you think you know how to make a design and somebody like, my God, this just looks like a Cracker Jack a drawing or whatever it is. And it doesn't make sense because it's in your head as a writer, it makes wonderful sense. It's like, oh my God, it is brilliant. My gosh, this is Academy Award winning concept kind of idea, but you got to share that information with other people. That's like a language, like a blueprint. Everybody has to understand it. Everybody's got to follow it to instruction to a T. So that's why, yeah, of course, The Irishman took 20 years. I have a friend, Tavi Suk, who did a documentary a while back. It took 30 years before its release. It won an Emmy. It was an Oscar-nominated a short documentary. I mean, I get it. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But if you have that concept and you don't let the dream die and you keep pressing, moving forward, it happens. It's timing. Everything is the timing. There is a right place and a right moment. Right now, everybody's in a superhero craze right now because it's making money. Everybody knows what's going on in the controversial. What now? You've got old-time respected director Martin Scorsese, Francis Coppola, talking about this Marvel world that, it's not cinematic. And the people that say, well, it's cinematic, blah, blah. You guys, this is like a pissing game. This is to each his own. But you've got, people talking, what happened to filmmaking? What is going on to storytelling? It is commercialized. Studio love that because it's making money for the studio. But as an artist, the people there are like, that's not what intended to be. There is no right and wrong. That's a debate on its own, guys. That is absolute a debate on its own. People are hardcore on comic book things like that. That's not the way it's true. That's not the way it's written in the comic book. My gosh, it's interpretations of something. They're trying to do as best they can with the technology right now. Every day, everything's can be streaming. Everything's on a platform. You can YouTube that sucker. You can go online and find tons of things. Platforms for filmmakers, for independent filmmakers, going to Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, all these great platforms that are seeking content. What they talk about? Content is king, which is absolutely the truth, guys. Content is king. There's some crappy content out there, and there's some great content up there. It's my opinion. That is just my opinion. Hey, they did it. They went out there. They produced it. It's out to the public to see it. It's good and bad. That is to its own. Of course, I mean, Scorsese, that's like, Brando, not Brando, but you got De Niro and all those guys, Pacino. I mean, that's great. Of course, it's a great film. You got great actors that have been in this. They're great actors because you've seen their work through the years, and they're marketable. And with Scorsese and all his films and what he has done so far, of course, when you got, is it going to be successful? That's determined to stuff, but there's a winning formula, and they work well together. They understand it's like a dance. If you work with somebody for many years, you understand their work. That's why some of the directors, why do they have the same people in their crew? that works with them because it's a chemistry, because they understand each other without wasting time, and there is a mutual respect for each one another. Just look at Clint Eastwood and his cinematographer and everybody's been on his film, and all the great directors. Look at the name. Okay, here is a thing that most people go to the movie theater. They see the movie. When it's end, everybody get the fuck out of there, right? Nobody sits at the end of the credit and read the credit. How many people it took to make that film? And in the beginning, you get the major player, the credits up, but at the end of a movie, how many of you actually sit down on your behind and actually watch the credit roll? Of course, some are tiny, some are going fast, but watch how many people are involved in that project. How many, specialties. Of course, you're dealing with multi-million dollar budget studio films. Of course, it takes a lot of people. Even independent people films, you look at that, and there's still a lot of people involved. See what I mean? It takes a village. I hate to say it, a village to make a freaking movie. It takes a lot of people to make a great movie. Last night, I got a chance to watch Netflix. I watched Sher Khan, who is an amazing Indian actor, just talk about how his industry. It was this is with the David Letterman show, which is on Netflix series. It was great. I just listened to his rise and where he feels an actor, how he helped the community. And so I watch and I love these things. And I took Matt, and I'm always listening interview with great directors, great actors, because I can learn something from them. Am I like them? I want to be like them? Absolutely not. I am my own man. I have to create a certain thing that fits me, but I am inspired by what they do. I respect what they do because they're good at what they do. That's why they're working. That's why they are A-list actors, and these guys are getting paid millions of dollars for pictures. And you know how many pictures they've done and how many box office success they're doing. Right now, the still the number one box office is a Joker. People say that's dark, that's psychological, man. That's deep. From an actor's perspective, I can respect the man's process. I can respect what he's doing so far. But love it. He's making a lot of money as well too. Great. Now, before he's even finished the run, there's already talking contention of Jokers 2 in the process right now. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of process, a year to even just to plan out certain projects. And before it releases, people are like, oh my gosh, it's like, folks, the movie industry are like drug dealers. I hate to say there are drug dealers. They're pushers. They'll give you a little teaser. They won't let you get through the full meal yet. And they wait for you and you're like, oh my gosh, like swacking your arm. I want to see it. I want to get there. All these things. This is part of the process. But anyway, guys, I can go on and on over and over again. I appreciate you guys stay tuning in every morning to listen to me talk and rant about the arts and entertainment business. Not only that, about life in general. But like I said, I've got great artists, guest artists that actually have been in the industry as producers, actors that are actually living in Los Angeles. That they're working. They're working for a very successful company. And they're working because they're successful themselves in the industry, who spent years, 10, 15, 20, even 40 years in this industry and still being successful. I had a nice conversation with somebody the other day about how Fresno treat certain people. Oh, that person's just from Fresno. That's not a big thing. Whoop-de-doo. They're not like Hollywood. They're like, oh, you got to be big to see all that. Great, it's cool. But you remember, there's value. You have value. There's some great folks here in the Central Valley. That's the reason why I stay and where I'm at here in the Valley, because I see amazing talent. We got to start building our community. We start, giving people opportunity. Get them started in theater, something like that. I know in the Central Valley, we got the city colleges. Fresno City College got an amazing theater program, as well as other COS as well, too. We also got Fresno State, Fresno Pacifica Theater, and plus the high school theater school and plays are doing it. Some of the high school production guys, it's like, whoa, it beat some of the college productions, believe it or not. And look at the set. I'm like, oh, my gosh, that's like a whole quality production set. And it's well done, and it's well put together. And, we see this amazing thing. But outside the institution, there's not a lot of place where independent artists can express their stuff because the costly effective venue. Right now, there isn't a venue for that right now, currently, for independent artists. If there is, they're trying to find a place to rent or do things. And there isn't. I'm a little disappointed. I'll be honest. I was very disappointed of a space that I knew for years that my ex-wife and I started. It's defunct right now, or it's not going on. So I'm very disappointed. I'm kind of sad that it kind of died because it gave a lot of independent artists the opportunity to create their content, whether it's right or wrong, whether it's stupid or successful. It was a place where they can create and being not judgmental about it because they can experience and they can grow from it. That is the one thing that I want to talk about. You've got to have an outlet for some of these artists that are there, filmmakers, even in Fresno. Of course, we got the CMAX, we got the school that are teaching this video production, but how many of them are actually the full-fledged production? I know George Ohan with the Fulton Film Company's got a great opportunity. It's coming up pretty soon, guys. If you go to Fulton Film Company, George is actually got a bus. Guys, got a bus, and it's free. Those that are interested about filmmaking or interested about getting the art entertainment business, they're having a bus trip on a weekend, one day, a full day, going down to the Los Angeles Film School. Guys, going down to the Los Angeles Film School to tour the school to see how it works, where the students are learning about filmmakings, audio, animations, all this stuff. If you are a young kid or you have children or son or niece or nephew that are interested, or even yourself that are interested in wanting to learn about getting the film industry, yes, it's going back. There is an opportunity. Make sure you check out the Fulton Film Company, George Johan. Message him. I will post it out later, an information where you can make a tour. And if you are in Los Angeles, they got tons of opportunity. Get involved, get in a student film project, especially in the Central Valley. We need a platform. We need folks. I know there are other folks that are doing projects here and there. That's great. Let's get your stuff. Be as creative. Do as much as you can. Create working with people that have like-minded attitude and moving forward. And continue on your training and development. If you can't if there's no acting coach in town, I've got somebody that actually drive 3.5 hours from the Bay Area to take classes with me on every Monday night. There should be excuses. If that is something that you're passionate in and you want to devote yourself in the industry, there shouldn't be any excuses. Well, I don't have the money. I don't live in LA. I don't have a headshot. I don't have blah, 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 blah. I hear all these things all the time. They say shit or get off the pot. If you're thinking about it, if you don't do it, then your opportunities is done. And it's not done, but you don't have to take the opportunity. You got to move it. I like people that are aggressive. I like people that have a spitfire to them, that are always continuously developing or continuously learning. They're not the best of the best in the world, but they're not stupid. They're learning every day about this industry. They make tons of mistakes, and that mistakes is not just a mistake because it's a mistake. It's a new creation. A mistake is something that they learn from and they grow from it. I'm not the best actor in the world, but I'm not a stupid actor. I'm learning everything. I'm grinding. I'm learning every day. I'm still reading. I'm still trying to challenge. I'm trying to work with different actors and different skills because that's sharpen my tools. And when my tools are sharp, when it comes to battle as an opportunity to get, I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid. I have all that confidence in me to do it. It's like any athlete. You practice for what? Just to practice? Just to look good in practice? Hell no. You can practice until when you get ready in the game. When you're ready, when you go, when you're ready to put everything in action, you're ready to go, and you don't have to make excuses. So don't make fucking excuses, guys. I hear a lot of folks. Anyway, guys, this is KP the Mad Leadership. I thank you guys for listening, tuning in. I just want to give a shout out to all my friends and love and aloha and ohana to all my families out there. I just want to make sure you guys continue on pushing and believing what you do. Don't let these naysayers, all this being stop your dream. Continue on moving. You're not trying to please everyone. Make sure that you are happy with what you're doing in your life. We've got all this personal stuff as well too, but professionally, things like that. I want to encourage you guys. I want to make sure you guys are in the right place in the right time and make it happen. Create, don't wait. Have that opportunity. You got to have the energy. Surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with beasts. I want to surround myself with beasts. I want to surround myself with beasts and animals all the time because you know why? Because they challenge you. I do not want to be set and comfortable. Most people have the wrong idea that they think they know me. KB is nice and quiet and stuff. You know what? Yes, I'm nice and quiet when I can and when I want to, but also at the same time, I hang around beasts. I hang around people that are successful, that's challenging me all the time because I challenge them. I'm my most competitive person. I am competing against myself. I'm not competing against you. If you guys thinking I'm trying to take you down, whatever, that's your problem. Hey, you that's your issues got to deal with. I don't have no issue with you, but if you want issue with me, then we can go have an issue. But otherwise, I'm doing my shit. Do your shit. I do my shit. Move forward. Damn stuff. Well, we're supposed to help each other. What's community? Hey, reality, yeah, we help each other, but I don't have to always agree with you. You know, like I said, I got to do my things. Don't get pissed off. Don't get salty because I'm not involved in your project or push your stuff or push your drugs, whatever it may be. I'm not on a bandwagon stroking your ego and trying to make you what it is. Dude, grow up. Show up or shut the fuck up. That's what reality is. Do things. Do things in a mess. Anyway, guys, thank you. I want to say Kopchai Mr. Konpinong Tanglai. Aloha mahalo to all my Ohanas out there. Continue on. Let's move forward. Let's make things happen, guys. All right, guys, this is KP the Madly Ocean. See you guys next time. Make sure you tune in. Let me know what your thoughts are every morning. Let me private message me, see what you're thinking, if you have any questions. All right, guys, have a great day. This is KP, Mad out. Bye-bye.